Welcome back. My name is Dana. Thanks again for watching. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I'm not allowed to wear contacts for the next week and a half or a little bit less because I am going to have LASIK surgery or something like it because I might have to do a different version of laser surgery. But I can't wear contacts until hopefully ever again. So I'm wearing my glasses because otherwise I can't see. But I will be taking them off and then I will be even more blind. So if you're wondering if I don't like blend something in all the way, that will be why. Anyway, we're sitting down today because I have two new sunscreens that I haven't really heard people talking a lot about. One is I was gonna say Bliss. This is the Bliss. This is the Krave Beet the Sun. This is a chemical sunscreen. If you've heard of Krave Beauty, they had a version of this before. It was probably like 2 or 3 years ago. There was a little bit of controversy around it because it was basically kind of like some of the other Korean sunscreens where it didn't meet the actual SPF requirements. So they took it off the market, they reformulated it. This one is actually called a sunscreen. The last version of it, it was like, I forget what it was called, and I could look it up, but I'm just not going to. And it was supposed to be a sunscreen, but they couldn't label it as a sunscreen in the US because of all these stupid FDA regulations. Anyway, trying to make a long story short, this one is now called a lightweight sunscreen, SPF 40 PA+++, so 3 pluses. This is a sunscreen. It's got your filters. You can see which percentages and which filters are in it. Okay, so that's kind of the basics of it, but I'm going to be trying that out. This is our chemical one. And on the other side of my face today, I'm going to be trying out the new Bliss Blockstar. So you probably heard me talk about Bliss Blockstar as one of my favorite mineral sunscreens. It's like a tinted kind of matte formula. I will link that video above. That's from years ago at this point. I still have it. I still love it. But this is their non-tinted one. So this is also mineral. I believe, well, we'll go over the details of it later. But I thought it would be fun. These are two new ones. I know not a lot of people are talking about this. I think people are talking about this, and I know people wanted me to get this review up. So I'm gonna do it now, and I thought let's just do a 2-for-1. So, as always, I'll be applying it to my face, half and half. I always apply with my 1/4 teaspoon, so I'll just do kind of like half for each one, and we'll get into the video. If you're not already subscribed, just do it right here somewhere, and like this video if you are enjoying it. It does help my channel tremendously. So, let's go. Okay, we're going to be applying the Beet the Sun first. So first up we have Krave Beauty Beet the Sun SPF 40 PA+++. This retails for $20 and you get your pretty standard sunscreen amount, which is 1.7 fluid ounces or 50 milliliters. This is supposed to be a lightweight chemical sunscreen that's made to look and feel like your skin. It has antioxidant properties from supercharged beetroot extract to help defend against the sun and other environmental aggressors. As far as our active ingredients in this, it is a chemical sunscreen, so it's got 10% homosalate, 5% octosalate, 3% avobenzone, and 3% octocrylene. Okay, and on the other side of my face, I have the Bliss Blockstar Sheer Liquid Daily Sunscreen SPF 50. This one retails for $28, which is a little bit more than the Krave Beauty one, but you are getting a little bit more. You get 2 fluid ounces or 60 milliliters. It is a tiny little package. I think it's really convenient. Both of them are pretty convenient in size, but especially the Bliss one, I think it would be a good one to put in your bag if you're traveling or in your purse if you're going out somewhere. This one says it features a silky sheer, fast absorbing liquid texture that glides onto skin and blends easily for SPF 50 protection. Featherlight formula and delivers a non-greasy hydration, and a bonus is that it gives you 80 minutes of sweat and water resistance, which is huge in my book. As far as ingredients, this one contains 20% zinc oxide, which is a pretty massive amount of zinc oxide, and this one is 100% mineral. We're done! So I think you can see on my face that the Beet the Sun definitely has absolutely no cast. I had no problems blending it in. I think this is going to work on all skin tones from lightest to darkest. If you can tell though, on the other side with the Bliss, this is 100% mineral, and so you are going to tend to have a cast unless it is tinted, but I would say that the cast is pretty minimal, and I think they've done a pretty good job of keeping it toned down in a sense, but it's always highlighted when you can see one side without and one side with. But at that same time, I think as far as finish, you can kind of see that there's a nice glow to each side. Neither side feel particularly greasy, but I wouldn't say that they soak in immediately and soak in 100% on my skin type. My skin type is pretty normal. I would say normal to combo, especially in the summertime. Then I get to be a lot more greasy, especially my T-zone. But if you are on the drier side, I think your face is gonna particularly love the Beet the Sun, and you won't feel like it's greasy. It won't feel like it's too glowy. I think it's gonna be actually pretty great and not even that hydrating compared to some of the ones out there. For me, I would definitely have to put some kind of makeup on over the Bliss one. This is just a cast that I don't really love. I mean, it's like I said, it's not terrible. I've experienced much worse, but it's also not something I would want to leave the house looking like. I do have like a light medium skin type, so it is just a little bit more visible, especially with the rest of my body that tends to get pretty tan. But I do think both sunscreens are going to be better suited for people on the drier end of the spectrum. For me, I would wear both of them more in the winter time. I can just tell from like how they're sitting on my face and how I kind of feel about them, like how they actually feel on my face, that I would need to powder quite a bit, which would kind of, you know, eliminate that nice little glow that I do have. I will tell you that the Beet the Sun kind of reminds me a lot of Isntree, the watery hyaluronic whatever sun gel, the one that's gone like viral on TikTok and everywhere, because it has that really nice glow to it. And I think that is a really big benefit of this. It just makes your skin look so nice and healthy. If you just want to wear this out of the house and nothing else, you would just look very radiant and glowy, and not like in a bad way, just a healthy way. The only thing though is with the Isntree, I do feel like it doesn't feel as tacky. This one feels a little bit more tacky on my skin. But again, my skin is more normal to combo, so if you do have drier skin, you might not notice the tackiness as much. Neither one have a scent, which is really great, and neither one irritate my eyes. The mineral one is typically not going to irritate your eyes just because of the filter in it, but the chemical one can irritate some people's eyes, but I've not had that issue with it whatsoever. So I think that they're pretty good for sensitive skin as well. Okay, so I think this is up to you. I think it really depends on your skin type, what you're kind of leaning toward, if you want a chemical or if you want a mineral, and of course like what your skin type is. I would say for combo, oily skin girls or normal, you know, if you're really going for the glow, these are it. But if not, I would say both of these are a little bit better suited to dry skin people. And I say girls, but I mean girls and guys, of course. It's just like the like girly thing, you know, from TikTok. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, and I hope this helps just kind of see what it looks like. Will I be wearing both of these? I would say the Bliss one, not so much. If you know me, if you've watched any of my reviews, I don't like non-tinted mineral sunscreens by and large. I'm not saying that this is bad, but it's just not my preference. Like, this takes a lot more work for me to get to the point that I want to be at versus me being a lazy girl and wanting less work. I definitely can see myself wearing the Bliss one, but as we go into warmer weather here in North Carolina, it's going to be a little bit more infrequent, and I'll probably save it for the fall and winter. And I'm not saying that it's super moisturizing or hydrating, but it's just a little bit much on my skin where I can get this kind of glow pretty much by doing nothing. So I hope that helps. Let me know below if you have tried either of these, if you're looking into them. The Krave one you can only get on their website, so it's a little harder. Whereas this one I got on Target, you know, it's pretty readily available. So very, very easy to get in the end. All right, guys, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.